right, Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at the Golden One Center in downtown Sacramento. Tonight, it's the Sacramento Kings playing host to the LA Clippers. Opening tip belongs to the Kings, and they'll have it first to start the fourth as well. We're underway in Sacramento. De'Aaron Fox. And scores.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Beverly. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Fox with it. Down a point. Here comes the screen. De'Aaron Fox to Bagley. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
To Beverly. Leonard. The pass taken away by the Kings.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Leonard to George. Down low for Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Old school equals high percentage.
Kings with the ball. De'Aaron Fox to Hield. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
Paul George to Leonard. Has a look. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Hield. Almost unlucky bounce. Beverly into the front court. Leads 3. George to Leonard. Beverly to Marcus Morris. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
To Hield. To Barnes. Screen coming. Bagley to Harrison Barnes. 4-3. Not enough touch. Harrison Barnes misses.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Paul George. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Kawhi Leonard. He's been lights out so far. 5 for 5.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Reset here. Let's see what they do. To Marcus Morris. The pass stolen by Sacramento. Barnes to Bagley. From the painted area, won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Here's Leonard for two. Gets a look. And a putback slam.
And that's what he does. I love players like this. We don't need to draw any plays for you to go out and get yours.
Fox into the front court. Right now, down 7. Screen coming. Healed. Matched up with Paul George. To Barnes. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. Shot by Barnes, no good. George drills the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Into the front court, it's Fox. They find themselves down 10. To Harrison Barnes. Buddy Hield. To Fox. 5 on the shot clock for Sacramento. De'Aaron Fox. His first effort off the mark. Beverly into the front court. Lead stands at 10. Kawhi Leonard here against Holmes. Knocks it down off the step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's Sacramento ball. De'Aaron Fox. Jay, they've been waiting for that to go down, but here they are trying to chip away and cut into this margin.
And there's nothing more frustrating as a shooter to get open looks and not see the ball go in. But if they do, that could be the start of a problem.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Fox across the timeline. Down 11. To Bagley. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect. But pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Off the assist.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
De'Aaron Fox. Scores from the post.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
To Marcus Morris. They'll get it down to Leonard. Not that time. De'Aaron Fox to Hield.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Bagley to Hield. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Shot by Barnes off the mark. Beverly into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Kings have the basketball. De'Aaron Fox to Hield. Here comes the screen. Surveys the floor. Hield. Tough matchup against George. To Fox. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. Well contested.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Fox picked up by Patrick Patterson. To Parker. Clippers have the basketball. Leonard to Beverly. Short jumper stays out.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Goes to the left side. Buddy Hield. Shot from the lane won't go. Another follow. Stays out. Beverly into the front court. The lead is 11. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Montrezl Harrell at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Numbers not in his favor, 61% for his career. One free throw up and good. The lead now 14. Sacramento ball.
Match up, match up, match up.
To Parker.
Come left.
To Fox.
That's good.
Montrezl Harrell able to recover with the block. Beverly into the front court. They lead it by 14. Short jumper off the mark. Fox with it. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Bogdanovich matched up with Patrick Patterson. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay. Montrezl Harrell, couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. Knocks down the first.
You're working on your game.
And gets both to drop at the line. It's the Kings now with the ball. To Parker. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
Leonard to Beverly. Nothing going here on that drive. Deep left corner. Paul George to Leonard. Lets it fly from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. Fox into the front court. Trailing by 14. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Oops, he missed the first one.
Subbing in for the Kings, number 24, Buddy Hield.
Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. It's LA Clippers ball. Kawhi Leonard picked up by Len. From long range. Off the mark. No good. Deep three. At the buzzer. That's the end of the quarter. It's been all Clippers so far. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. George to Leonard. Here comes the screen. Leonard to George. Fires the three. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Into the front court. It's Fox. His guys trail by 13. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Okay, that's all right. You take your lumps and you move on. You did exactly what the game plan was defensively to guard a player like that.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
Leonard to Beverly. Going to launch beyond the arc. And the rebound belongs to Sacramento. Kings with the ball.
Here it is, here it is. Hands up, hands up, hands up.
The drive right to the basket. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Beverly into the front court. The lead stands at 9. To Leonard. Oh, had him going there for a second. Leonard. To Paul George. Short jumper won't go down. Parker into the front court. 9-point margin. Down low for Len. Perfect feed to set up the basket. Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Leonard to Beverly. Leonard to Beverly. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's Sacramento ball. To Parker. Probing the defense. Here comes the screen. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Jabari Parker trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. Off the mark at the line. Beverly into the front court. Lead stands at 7. To Marcus Morris. Beverly. Paul George fires. Paul George. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
De'Aaron Fox. To Parker. Driving right to the basket. Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Leonard to Beverly. George. No good. That's great defense. Kings have the basketball. De'Aaron Fox. Bogdanovich against Paul George. To Parker. Here comes the screen. Jabari Parker. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Leonard to Beverly. Great feed. Sets it up. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Fox across the timeline. Right now, down 7. To Parker. Beyond the arc for 3. Offensive rebound. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Count it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Now a whistle, and it's going to be a timeout for Sacramento as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. De'Aaron Fox. Williams across the timeline. His team up by 7. To Leonard. Add 2 points to the board.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Fox with it. His team down 9. To Parker. Marcus Morris with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard to Beverly. Patrick Beverly. 2 of 4 now.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Williams into the front court. It's an 11-point game. Leonard To Marcus Morris. The pass taken away by the Kings. De'Aaron Fox slams it down.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Leonard to Williams. And he'll go to the foul line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Fox into the front court. Down 11. Barnes to Fox. To Barnes. 5 on the shot clock for Sacramento. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. Short jumper misses.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Here comes the screen. Buddy Hield. Even to Zubats. Rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Leonard to Reggie Jackson. Has a look. Reggie Jackson. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Sacramento ball. De'Aaron Fox to Bagley. Can't miss those. Leonard gets it in the left corner. To Leonard. Shot clock winding down to Leonard. Has a chance. Shot by Leonard won't go.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Into the front court, it's Fox. Down by 15. To Harrison Barnes. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First free throw is good. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Jackson with it. His guys leading by 14. Leonard to Williams. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
It's the Kings now with the ball. De'Aaron Fox to Barnes. De'Aaron Fox to Hield. Here comes the screen. De'Aaron Fox to Hield. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
To Jackson. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marcus Morris. New blood coming in for both sides. across the timeline. His guys currently down by 13. Here comes the screen. Barnes to Fox. Buddy Hield to Fox. Barnes. That's good D. Shot no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Leonard to Marcus Morris. Leonard to Williams. For three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Fox with it. His guys down big. To Bagley. Shot from in close, no good. Jackson with it. Looking to make something happen. Down low to Williams. Lou Williams. He's 2 for 2 now.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Fox into the front court. His guys can hold for the final shot. Here comes the screen. Barnes picked up by Patrick Patterson. He scores on the step back. Jay, how did he get free? Deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Clippers will start the second half with a decent lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Kings are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. These are the guys getting buckets for the Sacramento Kings.
Game track. Field goals.
The Los Angeles Clippers are keeping things simple, just making their shots. Easier said than done, of course, but it doesn't take an expert to know shooting more successfully than your opponents translates into wins.
Player of the half.
Kawhi Leonard was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Leonard to Beverly. to Marcus Morris. LA with 4 to shoot. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
They've been getting open looks, makeable shots that just can't find their way in, but it makes these next few offensive possessions down the stretch even more important.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Barnes to Fox. To Hield. Here's a chance from long range. He'll force that one. No good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Leonard to Marcus Morris. To Williams. Leonard. Trying to cash in. A shot no good there by Williams.
And, Ed, that's what you see this defense doing. They're capitalizing on the momentum gain from getting a multitude of stops defensively.
To Harrison Barnes. De'Aaron Fox. Slam dunk.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Beverly. Great defense, forcing the miss. To Fox.
I got ball.
Buddy Hield. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Has a look. Lou Williams. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. Kings with the ball.
I got ball.
De'Aaron Fox to Hield. Here comes the screen. Fires the three. Offensive board. Another shot stays out.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Beverly curling inside to Beverly. Has a chance. Hat-trick Beverly. 3 for 6 now.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Buddy Hield to Barnes. Nothing going here on that drive. Goes to the left side. 4-3. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
Well, I like what you're doing right now. It looks like you're running some DHOs into PNRs. That's dribble handoffs into pick and rolls. You keep running that action, you're constantly going to keep the defense guessing.
And the Kings secure the rebound. To Fox. Knocks it down from mid-range.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Williams to Beverly. Hat-trick Beverly. 4 out of 7.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Into the front court. It's Fox. The deficit now up to 13. Barnes to Fox. Trying to cash in. Deep two there, won't go.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Williams to Leonard. And he hits.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
The drive, right to the basket. Even says Zubats, snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Patrick Beverly at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Fox across the timeline. He'll run the offense. To Hield. To Bagley. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. Has a look. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. Beverly into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Leonard to George. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Leonard. Message received. Well defended.
He was absolutely scoring at will in the first half. But now that the defense has picked up, don't try to do too much. Less is more.
Nothing going here on that drive. De'Aaron Fox gets it in the right corner to Fox. Add 2 points to the board.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
To Beverly. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Bagley to Hield. Fox matched up with Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. And they called a foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
De'Aaron Fox has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 72%. And hits the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Clippers have the basketball. Beverly to Paul George. Oh, he had him there for a second. Fine to shoot. George. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Shoot or shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Paul George to Beverly. Had a chance, but it's no good. To Fox. Down to 5 on the 24. Shot by Fox, no good. Beverly into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. George to Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Fox with it. Down a bundle. Five on the shot clock for Sacramento. Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot. He hits.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Jackson. And throws it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
It's LA Clippers ball. Jackson to Beverly. 5 on the shot clock. Paul George to Jackson. Has a chance. Reggie Jackson. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. De'Aaron Fox to Parker. De'Aaron Fox to Parker. From long range. Jabari Parker is going to get a chance at 3 here. He's struggled so far. Off the mark on the first free throw.
Soft and buttery, soft and buttery.
Second of 3, no good. He converts a 2 of 3 trip. It's the Clippers with the possession now. George to Beverly. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Fox into the front court. His guys down big. the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. And a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. The Kings have the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Can't connect. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Jackson. To George. Parker with it. Looking to make something happen. Jabari Parker rocking the rim.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Paul George. To Reggie Jackson. The pass stolen by Sacramento.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. George to Jackson. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. George won't go down.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first. To Harrison Barnes.
Big kick right there.
To Parker. Here comes the screen. Parker off the mark.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Reggie Jackson. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Alex Len trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Free throw good for the three-point play. It's back to a 14-point game. Clippers have the basketball. Trying to cash in. Reggie Jackson, not that time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Hield, guarded by Patterson. Shot clock winding down. Buddy Hield to Barnes. Fires the three, hits it, and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
If you're the defender, you can't keep your hand outwards in the pocket of the shooter. The offensive player recognized that. He raked his arms into yours on his way up to take the shot. That's a foul every time.
Harrison Barnes with a chance at a 4-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Oh, he can't connect. It's LA Clippers ball. Beverly to Leonard. And scores. Strong take.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. The Kings now with 4 to shoot to Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes, 4 out of 10.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Going to launch beyond the arc. That's how you defend. It's Sacramento ball. De'Aaron Fox. Off the assist.
And when people talk about vision, people usually talk about the vision to make the pass. But how about seeing the chaos in the traffic before the pass even occurs? That's next level vision. How can I catch people out of position defensively? That's what we saw in that last possession.
He'll get it down low to Harrell. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Beyond the arc for 3. That out of his range and no good. Beverly into the front court. It's an 11-point game. Leonard to Beverly. To Leonard. LA with 4 to shoot. Leonard. Smothering D.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
Buddy Hield. Short jumper misses. Great dish to set it up. Big finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Changes coming from both sides right now. De'Aaron Fox to Bagley. Short jumper won't fall. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Kawhi Leonard at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throws good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Kings have the basketball. Take stock of the floor. De'Aaron Fox to Barnes. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Beverly. Leonard. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Able to convert inside.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
De'Aaron Fox. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
There's something to be said about a guy that can make the game easier for everybody else on the court. We call that dropping dimes, very similar to the way I'm dropping nuggets on this broadcast.
Here comes the screen to Marcus Morris. Leonard. Nice pass to set things up.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there. To Beverly. From the painted area, won't go down.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
To Leonard. Oh, emphatic slam. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative. Because right now, the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. All right. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Buddy Hield. 5 on the shot clock for Sacramento. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Got it to go on the step back. Jay, he found a way.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Bagley.
Here we go. Here we go. I got him.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by a King. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Leonard to Marcus Morris. Down low for Leonard. He was hacked. They let it go.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Here comes the screen. Healed against George. To Bagley. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Kawhi Leonard here against Holmes. Got it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Into the front court. It's Fox. Down a bundle to Bagley. Parker. To Fox. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. He misses. To Leonard. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Fox across the timeline. His guys down big. To Parker. To Hield. Down to 5 on the 24. For 3. He'll force that one. No good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Screen coming. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
De'Aaron Fox. The pass taken away by the Clippers. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. And some people may disagree, but I think their ball movement was the biggest key to their victory. Still, I think we'd all agree that they made the defense look slow and confused throughout this matchup. The Kings put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Sacramento Kings.
Game track. Field goals.
The Los Angeles Clippers were tough to beat today considering how well they shot the ball. It's easy to frustrate your opponent when even their best defensive effort doesn't translate into a lead, or more importantly, a win.
Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in his zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time.